What's your name?
My name is Trang.
Alright, and are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get to part one. In this part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. First, I'd like to ask some questions about your family. Do you have a large or small family?
I think I have a large family. My family has 6 people.
How much time do you spend with members of your family?
Almost half a day.
What sort of things do you like to do together?
Maybe go camping or picnic.
Now let's move on to talk about food. What kind of food do you like?
Or maybe salty or spicy food.
What are some of the typical foods in your country?
For bánh winter and so many I can name it all.
In your country, do men or women have the main responsibility for cooking?
The women have the really have because in the country many people still believe that women have to do the thing that house. It is still unfair between women and men.
Let's talk about where you live. Tell me about the house or apartment you live in.
I live in a 2-floor house.
What are some of the bad things about living there?
Maybe the background is so boring.
What kind of place would you like to have in the future?
Maybe it's a small house in a city. I love noises in the city.
Let's move to part two. You are going to describe a course you have done that you found useful. You should say what you learned, what you enjoyed about the course, and what you didn't enjoy, and explain why it was useful to you.
Okay. The course I have learned and I find useful in this course. English, I have learned English in this course. And the thing I enjoy the most is I think the useful content that the course bring to me and my cute teacher also staff. The things I don't like is in this course maybe the uniform. It's not so fashionable. I think so. It's okay.
Alright, let's move to part three. We've been talking about the course you have done that you found useful, and I'd like to ask you some questions related to this. First, let's consider your homework. Do you think it is important that children are given homework?
I think it's important.
How much homework should they be given?
I think that we should give the enough homework to the children. To them but it's not too much to prevent them from the outside activity or outdoor activity, but it's also not too little to let them waste time on the useless thing like computer game, social media, and things like this.
Alright. Do you think parents should help their children with their homework, or should it be done alone?
I think that parents should help the children with the homework students the share the maybe difficult in learning for the parent, and it also make the relationship about between them the more better.
Right. Now we will discuss the relationship between education and work. How important is it to have a university education to get a job in the country?
Mm. Can we repeat it?
All right. How important is it to have a university education to get a job in your country?
In my country, the degree, many people focus on the degree that the student have when they were still in the university. In the universe, student can get experience that's very useful for them when they're looking for the job and apply for the employee.
Alright. Does having a degree from another country enhance employment opportunities in your country?
Many, so many, like IELTS, TOEFL, TOEIC, and some IT degree.
Alright. What impacts do students have who have studies abroad have on their country of origin when they come home?
In my opinion, the students that have already study abroad, when they come home, they can they have learned maintaining is useful in the countries that they go after. And when they come home, they can bring the knowledge to develop their own country. Maybe it also helps them to the more independent and naturally it helps them very much.
Okay. So we are done, and so I want to say thank you and goodbye.